everyone. Today again here with we are discuss our chapter application of derivative. In the terms of application of derivative, today we are going to discuss with our next topic. Till now we have discussed tangent and normals problems. Then after that we have discussed angle between angle formula in the chapter of tangent normal. After that we are now one of the interesting topic again of the application of derivative. It's approximations. Actually it's named as a approximation by differential. Here we use one of the word differentials. What is its differentials? Can you define you? We use one new term. It's our differentials. Actually we have any curve. If we have any curve y equal to fx there, then the derivative of y with respect to x is denoted by dy dx. Here we give a meaning to the symbols dx and dy. Actually now it's our ddx of y. It's our ddx of y. But here we give a meaning to the symbols, meaning our dx and dy. We are going to be their individual meanings there in such a way that the original meaning of the symbol dy dx when it is coincide with the quotient when dy is divided by x. Dy divided by x. Actually just suppose look, just suppose we have some curve. It's our curve y equal to fx. Now suppose we have any point here. We have some point x. For this x, what do we have? We have its points something fx there. If we are going to taking a small sense, delta x very close, but to viewing of this, it's very close. Its distance is our delta x. It's very close to our x, but to view to clearly to viewing about you clearly, that's why I'm taking some distance there, but it's very close to our x point there. And this is our what? X plus delta x. Then our this point is what? X plus delta x. Then what about this distance? This is our small delta y. If we want to be define delta y, the value of delta y, how we can get? It's a difference between fx plus delta x minus f of x. You know, now our delta y is what? How can you define fx plus delta x minus this point to this point? If you are going to dividing by this values by a small del x, then what do we have? Look now, when we are going to be taking the limiting value there, if we are going to taking, if you remember that whenever this limit delta x tends to 0, it tends to 0. Then what is its value? It's given by, then our delta y and del x is when take delta x in this, our delta x tends to 0, then our the value of del y del x is approx to, what is this? This is our slope of tangent dy dx. When our delta x tends to 0, then this is going to represent the dy dx. Means our the ratio of the quotient of delta y delta x is approx to dy dx. That's why the name of the chapter is what? It's approx value dy dx. That's why we use approximations there. Then what do we get here from here? We take its approx value. Then del y del x is approx equal to our dy dx. Then from here to getting the value of change in y whenever there is change in x, this delta x and this del x is taken as equal to dx. Now then this is our del y is what? Taking delta x or taking dx. Don't be confused with this dx and dx may be cancelled out. Actually I am defining that this del x is now defined. It's what? It's a differential. This is not it's our differential. That's why, and this is what? This is a d dx of y. This is our derivative. This is not dy by dx. That's why this dx and dx are not going to be cancelled out to each other, because it's our differential. When we take delta x, then to get the values, to find out any changes there, we use the formula what? Of change in delta y. How can we get? It's the derivative of dx of y into del x. This we are going to use approximation there. Actually when we are going to talking about the whole topic approximation there, let's discuss about Newton. The terms what we use there, actually this, it's also named as, this is called our Newton quotient. This del y is what? It's actually the quotient of two quantities, delta y and delta x. It is not all clear how that the derivative delta y is to delta x, the limit of delta y as delta x approaches to 0 can be regarded as a quotient. If y is a continuous function of x, then our del y approaches 0. When delta x approaches 0, so our dy dx appears to the quantity 0 by 0. Nevertheless, it is sometimes useful to able to refer to quantities, our dy dx, quantities our dy dx. Now actually we can we can justify this by regarding dx as a new independent variable called the, what is called? It's called differential of x, and defining a new dy. This is also we can written as it's a dy, new dy, and it's called differentials of a function y there. It's a differential of y. Then we get here definition of differential. What do we get here? Definition of differential with for any curve y equal to fx. I am going to again revise you. For any curve for y equal to fx, our dx is what? It is called differential of x, and it is our non-zero real number delta x. It is our non-zero real number delta x. And what is our dy? The differential of y. It is called differential of y. And how can we define this differential? Differential of y. This is read it. Differential of y dy is given by derivative of y into differential of x. In case our dx is delta x is what? It's a relatively small when compared with x, and then our dy is a good approximations of delta y, and then we denote by what I am just saying you. In case whenever our dx is delta x is a relatively small when compared with x, then our this y, dy is a good approximate value of delta y. That's why we can denoted by our dy is equal to del y there. Now it's a concept of approximation, but you have to be remember that our differential of y is given by derivative of y to the into differential of x. We just need this formula to find out any problems based on approximation. Actually its needs in general, its needs, what is its needs of the, now we are going to discuss with what is its needs. Suppose I am going to ask you what is the value of under root 36. You are going to easily tell the value of root 36. I am going to ask you what is the value of 125 to power 1 by 3. Again you are going to telling is very easily 5. But whenever we are going to be taking something root 35 or tell the value of root 37, then what's happened? You are going to tell that when I am asking you root 35, then your answer would be, sir, it's near about 5.9, 5.87 something. And when I'm going to ask you about the value of square 37, then your answer would be, sir, it's near about 6.16, 6.11, something about that. Again, if I'm going to find out, tell me the value of 124 to the power 1 by 3, and again your answer about it's maybe approx to 4.9 something. Then the needs of our approximation is that we are going to getting the value of this root 35, root 37, and under cube root of 124 1 by 3 exactly. We are going to get by this, using this application, we are going to find the approximate value of each of the following, whatever the problem we have got, given up to 3 places of decimals, or near about 2 places of decimals there. Just look, we are going to be explain with one of the example there. So suppose we have to find the value of under root 49.5. Actually, using approximation, we are going to find out the approximate value. We are going to find out approximate value using differentials. And I'm going to explain you how can we get the value of the square root of 49.5. Just listen carefully. First of all, look, it's a square root and it's a 49.5. The whole process that we have to be, first of all, we have to be identify our function there. Our function is type, it's a square root of f. Then we take our first step is we have to be identify our function. This is square root. Then our function is what? We have take y equal to under root x there. Now after that we have to be, since our del y is what, it's a fx plus delta x minus fx. Then we need of x and delta x. We need to identify what is our x, what is the value of our x, and what is the value of our del x. Then what? We take x according as, since we have to find out the value of 49.5. Then it's a square root function. Then we are going to take the value x, which is near values, which is square of this. To look, this is 49, this is 50, this is our 49.5. The nearest value, which is a perfect square number, is our 49. That's why we are going to take our x. We take our x 49, and what is our delta x? We take our delta x what? 0.5. We take x or 49 and delta x or it's a 0.5. Now we identify our function. We getting the value of x and del x there. Now what is the value of del y? We have to find out del y. It's what? How can we define? Using this function. It's fx plus delta x minus fx, means it's under root x plus delta x minus under root x. We can write. Now we have to get the value of there. Then what is delta y? What is the value of this? It's our sorry, 49.5. And the value of x is our 49. The root x is what? It's our 7. Now to get the value of square root of 49.5 from here, it's our del y plus 7. And what is our del y? To get our root 49.5, we need del y plus 7. What is our del y? Differential of y is given by dx of y into del x. It's a del y is what? It's a derivative of y into differential of x and plus 7. Now what is dy dx? Our y is root x. Since our y is root x, then our ddx of y is what? Is derivative what? It's having 1 upon 2 root x. Now 1 upon 2 root x into del x plus 7. What is the value of root x? It's 7. And it's a 1 upon 2 into 7. What is our del x? It's a 0.5 into 0.5 plus 7. Now what we see? Putting the values up there, we get a 1 upon, then we get here what? It's a 0.5 divided by 14 and plus 7. Now we have to divide 14 to 5. 14 is to 0.5. We have to divide it, taking 0, then take it's our decimal there. After decimal it's a 5, then we have to take again 0 there. Now 50. 14 3 are 42. Then it's a take it's a 14 5 40, take about the approx value 6 there. It's a 0.036. Then what do we have now? We getting the value 0.036 and then plus 7, then we get it's a 7.036. Means the value of our square root of 49.5 is 7.036. I'm going to again revise you. Just we have to find the approximate value of under 49.5. What do we do? First of all, we are going to identify our function. It's our square root of x, then it's taking its x. Then our function is what? Y equal to root x. Then to getting the value of 49.5, we are going to taking the it's a square root terms. Then we are going to taking the nearest number, which is perfect square. Then 49.5 lie between 40 and 15, 49 and 15. The nearest perfect square number is 49. We taking our x 49, and the rest one is our del x there. Then how we get del y? Del y is what? It's upon fx plus delta x minus fx. Means it's under 49.5 minus 7. We get the we have to want this value. Then we are shifting this plus 7. Now we have defining the term differential of y. Our differential of y is given by ddx of y into differential of x. Then we get, and after that we get going to be derivative of our function. It's a 1 upon 2 root x. Our x is what? It's a 49. Then square root of x is what? It's 7 there. Then after that we are going to solve it. After solving, we get our required result. The square root of 49.5 is given by 7.036. Then this is the way to getting the any approximate values of any function there. Look, just suppose I create another example there. Just suppose we have given some function there. If our fx is given by 3x square plus 15x plus 15. Therefore, so suppose that we have given some function there, and we have to be find out approximate value. We have given some function and we have to find its approximate values. Just suppose we have to find the value of f of 3.02. Then how can we get the approximate value? Again, we start with our function. We start our function fx. What is our fx? 3x square plus 15x plus 15. Now we need our x plus delta x. Here we have to find the value of what? F of 3.02. We have to be identify from here. The value of x is what? It's our 3. And what about differential of x? Del x is what? It's a 0.02. Now again, how we get f of 3.02? Our f of 3.02 is equal to our f of 3.02 is function of it is our x plus del x. Then how can we define our x plus del x? It's a 3x plus del x whole square minus 15 x plus del x plus 5. Now we have to find our differential of y there. Then it's a fx plus del x minus fx. It's our definition of differential of y. Now we get our x plus del x there. Then it's a we have to find its a value f of 3.02. This is our f of x plus del x. Then our f of x plus del x is given by del y plus fx. What is our differential of y? It's a ddx of y into del x and our function is what? Our function fx is what? It's a 3x square plus 15x plus 15, 3x square plus 15x plus 15. Now ddx of y is our function. This is fx. Then its differential is what? It's a 6x plus 15. Then we have 6x plus 15. Now the value of del x is into 0.02 plus 3x square plus 15x plus 15. Now we are going to, we know the value of x is our 3 there. We are going to put in the values of x there. Now our f of 3.02 is given by 6 into 3 plus 15 into 0.02 plus we are going to solve it. So x is our 3 square plus 15 into 3 plus 15. It's a 6 into 3, 18, 18 plus 15, 33, and into 0.02. And what is this? This is 339, 93, 27 plus 15, 3 5 3 15 and plus 15. Then it's a 6 at the place of using decimal there. And what do we get here? We get 0.66 because it's decimal at the two places there. Now, and the value of is 30 plus 27, we get 30 plus 20, then we get 50. 5 3 is 15, 15 plus 15, what we get? 27, 30 and then 27, we get 57 there. Now what is the value of f of 3.02? We get 57.66. This is our differential value there. Now look up, and we are going to again revise that. Just suppose we have any function there. We have fx 3x square plus 15x plus 15. Then we have to find its approximate value of f of 3.02. What are we doing? Since our function, first of all we have to find our f of 3.02. Then what do we do? We are going to identify our function. Here our x is what? 3 and del x is what? Taking 0.02. Now f of 3.02 is what? X plus delta x. Just I'm explaining you. There is no need of these things. Just we are to start with our differential of y is given by f of x plus del x minus fx. We have to find this value. Then our f of x plus x defined by del y plus fx, and differential of y is what? We have discussed already in our definition there. To get the change in y, to our differential of y is given by defined by dy dx into del x. Then we use the definition of differential of y, and our function defined by 3x square plus 15x plus 15. Then its derivative is given by taking differentiation. We get 6x plus 15, and del x, the value of del x is what? It's our 0.02. Then 3x square plus 15x plus 15. Then we are going to put the value of x. It's x equal to 3. Putting here 6 into 3 plus 15 into 0.02 plus 3 square plus, see there is a little mistake there. It's a 15x and we take 5 3. Then it's a 15 into 3 plus 15. Now 18 plus 15 33, 33 into 0.02. Then we get 3 square 9, 9 3 27. Now here mistake, 15 3 ja, we get 45 here. 45 plus 15, then what? Now there is a change, 45 plus 5 50, 10 60. Then what we get? 27 plus 15 3 45, and plus what? 15, and there is a change, it's a 45 5 50, then 60 plus 27, then it's our 87. Sorry, then our value is what? 87.66. You can add this one. Now this is our required problem, what we have to solve with this. Just suppose generally this type of problems asked here in approximation. Just we are going to one next example there. Just suppose we have to find the approximate change in the, we have some problem, it's from NCERT book there. Find the approximate change in the surface area of a cube of side x meter caused by decreasing side by, it's by 1%. Now we have to find the approximate change in surface area of a cube. Then first of all, we in such a type of problem, we take our side of cube. Just take, it's x meters there. Then there is what given there. There is given decreasing in the side. Then our decrease in side. It's what? It's a decrease in side by 1%, means 1% of x. What is 1% of meaning? Means it's 1 by 100 of x. Then what do we get here? We get 0.01 x. Now it's our decrease. This decrease in x, then our del x is given by, since it's a decrease, then we take minus sign there, minus 0.01 x. Now we have a side of cube, we have to find the approximate change in its surface area of cube. Now what is surface area of cube? We have surface area of cube is what? It's a 6x square, 6 into side square, 6x square meter square. Now take it, this is our s, function s equal to 6x square. Now we have to find what? We have to find del s again by definition. How we get del s? It's a ddx of s plus ddx of x, and what we get? ddx of x into our, sorry, del x by definition. Now what is our ddx of s? Then we get here is, it's a 12x, and the value of del x is what? Minus 0.01 x. Then our change in surface area is given by, it's a minus 0.12 x square meter square. This is our change. What we do in such type problems, we have to find the approximate change in the surface area of the cube of side x meter caused by decreasing the side by 1%. Then what do? We taken our side of cube is what? X meter. Now decrease in side is given is 1%. 1% of side means 1% of x is 1 by 100 of x. Then we get 0.01 x. Then our del x is what? Since it's a decrease, then we taken with minus sign there. Our del x is what? Minus 0.01 x. We have to measure approximate change in surface area of cube. Then our surface area of cube is what? 6 into side square. Then our s is what? 6 square. Now we are using our change, since we have a formula. Del y is given by ddx of y into del x. Using this, we have to measure and change in surface area. Then similar way we get ddx of change in surface area into del of x, differential of x there. ddx of s, differentials of surface area is what? It's a 12x, and the value of del x is what? It's a minus 0.01 x. Then we get there. Just suppose we have a given in same problem, we have to find change in volume. Same problem, if we have to measure change in volume there, and cube of side is again just suppose our cube of side is increasing by 1% there. Increasing by 1% there. Then in similar manners, we are going to start with our volume. We have volume, we take v equal to x cube, and what is our del v? We have to find out there is change in side by We are taking our side is what? X. Then our del x is what? 1% what? Means it's 0.01 of x. Then again our del v is what? ddx of v into del x. In similar manners we can find out our change in volume by the same concept. It's a value of 3x square, and our del x is what? Since there is increase with a positive sign, if decrease we take negative 0.01x. Then change in volume is, in same problem, what we get? We get 0.03 x cube meter cube change in its volume.